Okay, so Sam is having problems with his NES-RGB modded top loader and his EverDrive. You can see the red dots all over the place. I actually turned it on and walked away for 10 or 15 minutes, and I came back to see this. He says they're actually more often seen in game. He says seeing them on the menu is kind of rare. Yeah, as soon as I start the ROM, there's nothing there. It looks fine. So I think I'm going to... now they're blue. Seems to be an EverDrive problem though, really. I'll put in my EverDrive. Oops, card's sticking out. Okay, that's my menu. I'm just going to leave it like that and see if they pop up here in about 20 minutes or so. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. I'm still not seeing anything. I think I'll, let's see, we'll put a game on maybe. Let the game run for a while. See what happens. Yeah, this game's been on for about 10 minutes and nothing. Menu showing nothing. I'll try a game that has a black background. Seems like I always end up using Avidox, but I don't think it works on my EverDrive. It doesn't want to load for some reason. Yeah, I wonder what... Does this show which firmware I've got? Apparently not. Probably not that anyway. Let's see, OS version 3, Mappers 5, BIOS 4, CPLD 1. Okay. That's cool. So anyway. I'm just going to leave it here since it's got a black background. Let that run for 10 or 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's been here about 15 minutes. It's just not going to do it. So that was mine. I'm going to put his back in. I don't think he has that. Test ROM on here, so I'm just going to put Avidox back on. Let it run for... Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was curious. He's on OS 9. BIOS 5, CPLD 2. It wasn't mine OS 3 and CPLD 1. So that could be a difference. Yeah, I'm just going to put it on Avidox again and let it run for a while. See if it happens to do it again while in game. Well, now I don't really know what to say because it's been running Avidox for like an hour and a half. And the owner seemed to think it was more like after it got hot that was doing it. And I've yet to see the static return, and I haven't done anything at all. I will say that The NES-RGB in the owner's console is 1.3 firmware, and the other one that I was using was 1.4, so it doesn't seem to be the firmware of the NES-RGB that makes a difference either. I don't know, I'll let it sit for a while longer. Okay, I don't know how many hours it's been running this time. I'd say 3, 4, I don't know. But I still have no static on his console with his EverDrive. My SD card loves to pop out of the case. So, I don't know. I think we're just going to stick with the initial plan of upgrading it to 1.4 firmware on the NES-RGB and just seeing how it goes. But if anybody has any ideas, I'm sure Sam and I would sure love to hear them. Okay, so I didn't see anything for hours, and I took it apart and upgraded to 1.4 on the NES-RGB. I had it running Abadox, and then the owner says there was a certain game that shows it worse. So I shut it off, or I reset it. I just tapped the reset button to go to the other game, and then look. Right off the bat. Okay, tap it, still there, tap it, still there. Hold reset, still there. Power off, power on, and it's gone. I can kind of see some, yeah, there's one pixel there flicking, nothing else. Now there's a bunch more. Can it really be reset specific? I don't know. Okay, so he said Raft World was the worst that he could remember. He also said something about the black background on the first boss, which I'm not going to sit here and play it. Obviously, this is not something I'm just going to be able to fix with firmware upgrade or, you know, simple stuff. I'm curious if I have Raft World on my EverDrive. I'm betting I don't. I don't think this is going to do anything unless... Never even heard of this game. Guess I need to stop landing on the mines, huh? This isn't exactly what I would call a black background either. I'm not going to sit here and play the whole game. Look at that. Even got one flashing up here. Where'd it go? Now it's down here. Oh. Guess it's getting in a couple places. Anyway, I guess I could put his memory card into my EverDrive. That was weird. I hate to think that it's EverDrive specific, but it might be. But I want to say he went through a ton of them. But of course, maybe my EverDrive is older, has a different CPLD. I don't know. I'm not real sure what the CPLD 1 and 2 means on the device info. I guess I could hit start here. Let's go until I die. Okay. I don't know, to me this really proves that it is EverDrive specific, because mine is just, it just will refuse to do it. I mean, I'll let this thing run forever and nothing. So, I don't know. I guess the only other thing that I could possibly do is put my SD card in his EverDrive. See, mine don't do that two-color screen at the startup, does it? Which I don't really, I don't know. I don't see that being a problem. I keep forgetting that ROM does not work on my SD card. Yeah. Seems very, very specific to the EverDrive. And the other thing is he says he's got two different EverDrives. So I'm not sure what, maybe the other one is also a CPLD 2. CPLD version 2. Now it's saying OS version 3. Is that what's stored on my SD card apparently? So maybe it really is down to the CPLD version. That's all I can come up with. Sorry, Sam.